Hey everyone, this is Pete, and I am a bad Atari ST owner. The reason? I've never played Dungeon Master. I've mentioned this a few times on previous Atari A to Z and various other Atari ST related videos, but no, I've never played Dungeon Master. If you're unfamiliar, Dungeon Master is widely regarded as one of the absolute best games on the Atari ST. It's not actually an Atari ST exclusive, but it did come out on Atari ST first, so it's one of those games that's sort of inextricably associated with the platform, despite getting later ports to Amiga and IBM PC, and I think there's even a Super Nintendo version as well. It was first released in 1987, and it was developed by a company called FTL, or Faster Than Light, who you may recall we've previously seen on the Atari A to Z series, producing the equally excellent game Oids, which again is a game that came out on Atari ST first and is widely regarded as one of the best on the platform. So you should be seeing a bit of a pattern here with FTL. Dungeon Master apparently sold 40,000 copies over its lifetime, which was quite a lot for the time, and it was one of the best-selling games of the Atari ST. It was also responsible for popularizing a particular subdivision of the first-person grid-based dungeon crawler. Now, those had been around for a few years already, but Dungeon Master popularized the sort of real-time aspect that became popular for a brief while in games like Westwood's Eye of the Beholder series and Lands of Lore and various other such ones like that. So Dungeon Master is not a turn-based game, it's a real-time game. So to enthusiasts of the dungeon crawler subgenre, it's often referred to as a real-time blobber, which describes the fact that the gameplay unfolds in real time with no pausing for you to make decisions. And the blobber aspect means that you are viewing the action from a first-person perspective, but your perspective is representing a blob of people, in this case a party of adventurers. Now, beyond that, I don't know a ton about Dungeon Master. I remember reading a lot about it back in the day and thinking, oh, that looks cool. But for one reason or another, we never got a copy. So my father and my brother never got a copy for review for Page 6 magazine. And since that was how we acquired most of our Atari ST software, we never got a copy. Now, in recent years, I've thought that I really should correct this sort of glaring oversight in my collection and Atari ST experience. So I decided to try and track down a copy of Dungeon Master, which proved surprisingly challenging. There are copies out there available on eBay on the second-hand market, but a lot of them lack the box, because one thing you can say about FTL is that although they released excellent quality games, they put them in terrible quality packaging. So a lot of original Dungeon Master boxes have not survived the ravages of time, unfortunately. So there's a bunch out there that are just disc and manual, but I thought if I'm going to add this essential Atari ST game to my collection, I want a proper copy of it. And I thought I'd found one. I was looking at an Atari reseller. I forget the name, I apologize. But they had a copy boxed and in reasonable condition, listed for about £60, which is quite a bit less than copies were going for on eBay. So I ordered a copy and was all set to cover it. Was very excited to take a look at it at last. But a couple of days later, I got an email out of nowhere saying, your order has been cancelled. I was like, okay, I didn't cancel my order. So I contacted the seller, and it turned out that he'd listed the game, but he didn't have it in stock anymore for some reason. So he'd obviously already sold it to someone else, but the listing was still on his website. So I took to eBay and I thought, well, if I want a copy of this, I'm probably going to have to pay a bit more than I would expect to for most video games. So I tracked down a copy that includes both the original Dungeon Master and its official expansion pack, Chaos Strikes Back. It was £140, which is a little bit painful. But when you consider you get two games in there, two full games, because Chaos Strikes Back is pretty much the length of the original Dungeon Master, and it was in good condition, and interestingly, it was a variant that I hadn't seen before. Now, I was only familiar with the original FTL release, which came to the UK via Mirrorsoft in those fragile boxes. But it turns out there was a later re-release via Psygnosis. Ooh, excuse me, wobbling the camera around. There was a later re-release via Psygnosis that bundled everything together into one box. And because Psygnosis tended to do good quality packaging, that's what we have here. We have a really nice box. It's in amazing condition. It's even still got the stickers on it, the Atari ST sticker in the corner. As you can see, it's in pretty much perfect condition. It looks like it's barely been played, if at all. So inside, what we've got is a few bits and pieces. There's 3 floppy disks. So there's the Chaos Strikes Back utility disk, which you can use to sort of prepare things for Chaos Strikes Back. You can also customize characters and draw new portraits for them, which is rather cool. There's the Chaos Strikes Back game disk. There is a blank disc that I've put in there ready for save games. And there is the Dungeon Master disc itself. So along with that, we've also got a keyboard reference card here. Now there's not that many keyboard controls in this because it's mostly mouse controlled, but there are a few things like movement that is useful to be able to do from the keyboard. And then we have manuals as well. So there's one for Dungeon Master and there's one for Chaos Strikes Back. Now these are fairly typical Psygnosis manuals in that they're sort of solid colour on the front and relatively no frills, although they're printed on quite nice quality paper. But the nice thing is that inside everything in there is as it was in the original FTL release. So there's full information on the game. There's the full backstory, which is actually quite a lengthy little sort of mini novella almost. And it's presented really nicely. So yeah, despite the sort of front cover of Psygnosis manuals looking fairly cheap, the actual content of these is really good. And then the Chaos Strikes Back manual. Again, we've got another little story at the beginning and some information about the game itself as well. So there's just a sample of what the story is all about. Now, I was tempted to read out the entire story for Dungeon Master because I think it's actually quite a compelling setup for the game, but it is very long. So instead, I'll encourage you to go and read a scan of it somewhere. I think there's a scan on Atari Mania. If not, there's scans on places like gamesdatabase.org and so on. So I encourage you to read that for yourself because it's actually a surprisingly compelling setup for the game itself. The gist is that you are a dude named Theron, who is the apprentice of the Grey Lord, who is a great and powerful wizard / possibly god. And something goes horribly wrong. The Grey Lord is experimenting on a mystical artifact and ends up pretty much blowing up the entire world and also separating himself into his good side and his bad side. His bad side being chaos. And so as Theron, who is now just basically a cloud of amorphous spiritual mist, you have to go into the Grey Lord's dungeon, which is where he lives and is apparently the sole surviving part of the world, and go and recover the other part of the mystical artifact that the Grey Lord was trying to research. So you have to find the fire staff and combine it with the power gem, and only through doing that will you defeat chaos. So, like I said, I've never played this before, so I don't really know what to expect, but we're going to have some fun trying it out for the first time today. So let's go play Dungeon Master. Okay, here we are with Dungeon Master. And as a special treat today, and a bit of an experiment for myself, I'm actually recording from real hardware today. So I'm recording from my 1 megabyte Atari ST running through an upscaler. Because I've been curious for a while about trying this, but it's always felt like a bit of a faff to kind of get it sorted and ready to go. But hopefully it will come out all right. Picture quality on the TV certainly looks very nice indeed. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go and exploring it for the first time. I will preface all this by saying that I'm coming off the back of a nasty cold and possible chest infection that may still be ongoing. So if there's any horrible coughing or snotty noises over the course of this, I can only apologise in advance for those. But I will try and do my best for those things to not happen. Okay, so here we are at the entrance to the Grey Lord's dungeon, ready to begin. So you can either enter or you can resume a previous game. So I don't have a save game at the moment, so I just press enter. And the door to the dungeon slides open. And then, judging by when I've previously just tested this out on emulation, there is then going to be a very lengthy loading break, because I think pretty much the entire game is loaded into memory. Because it only comes on one disc, and then you swap out your disc for your save game disc. And I don't think you need to put the game disc back in again afterwards. I could be wrong. Like I say, I've never tried this before. But anyway, from what I understand, from what I've seen on emulation, there is a very long loading break that I will do my best to cover up by talking a little bit. So I'm going to be trying to map this out as I go, because Dungeon Master doesn't have an auto map facility. One thing I did look up before I started was how the map is designed in this, and I was thankful and pleased to see that it's designed in such a way that there's no, like, how would I describe it? There's no single width walls, so there's no corridor or room tiles that are directly adjacent to each other. So that makes it much easier to map than you may recall when we looked at Xenomorph. Xenomorph? Yes, on the Atari A to Z series. It was actually quite challenging to map, because there were a lot of these very thin walls where there were traversable tiles on either side of them. And that's always a bit of a challenge to map. Now, in modern dungeon crawlers that have an auto map, such as Mary Skelter 2 that I showed you a little while back, that's not a huge problem, because the auto map takes care of it for you. But when you're mapping out stuff by hand, it's much easier to have this sort of approach, where you know that there's always going to be a full width block, basically a cube, in between any two traversable tiles. So here we are in the dungeon. Now you notice the interface is pretty minimal to begin with. So I'm going to start just by checking my surroundings. So I believe we should be able to use the... Yes, okay, we can use the cursor keys to look around. There's the entrance to the dungeon. So we can't go back out through there, so we may as well just start our map with this little bit here. I'm going to be going two-handed right now, so I've got one hand on the cursor keys and one on the one on mapping duty. So I go forward one step, and then forward another step, and there's a pathway off to the side. So let's go and have a look down there first. Absolutely nothing down there, so that was a big waste of time. Right, proceed onwards. And there's a left turn. And then onwards. Onwards another one. And another left turn. And onward. So the reason for the minimal interface will become apparent quite shortly. But I will explain that when we get to it. So we've then got a right turn. So that's that way. And then a T-junction. Oh my god. Right, so to the left of the T-junction we have not a lot, apart from this hook, which I don't believe does anything. So back to this T-junction. There's then an exit off to the left there, and then that's another dead end. So if we then go down here, and then a right turn, and then a left turn, Hall of Champions. So that's the reason we have this minimal interface so far. It's because you have to choose your party of champions to begin with. And you do so in the Hall of Champions. And the way this works is that, okay, so we've got a wall on the left. And then another wall on the left. And here we have, who's this? It's Iedo Ryuritu Chiburi. So let's just annotate the map. Iedo. And you can click and hold on this eye icon here to see his stats. So he's an apprentice fighter and a novice priest. So Dungeon Master does not have a traditional experience system. Instead, what it has is characters can all be all classes, and they gain skills in each of their classes independently as you play. So apprentice, I believe, is better than novice. So this is a character who could be a frontline fighter, but he's also got some priest skills as well. So he's a potential. So let's just mark him down as fighter / priest. And then you can resurrect him, which means you'll take him with his current stats, or you can reincarnate him, which means that you can rename him and his stats basically go back to default. So if you want a bit more of a kind of custom experience, you can do that. But I think for your first go through the game, it's recommended to just sort of take a champion who is ready to go, as it were. Right, so we've then got nothing on either side until we go down here. And then forward another one, and then we've got another person here. So this is Chani Sayadina Sihaya, who is a novice fighter and apprentice wizard. So I'd call her a wizard fighter. Okay. She doesn't have much starting equipment, which is a bit of a shame. She has a moonstone, whatever that does. That gives her a bit more mana from the look of things. And a silk shirt, and a gunner, and nothing else. Okay. Alright, continuing on across the hole in my paper. Always a peril. Right, so there's a right turn there. And then we have another person. We have Hawk the Fearless. So Hawk is a novice fighter and an apprentice priest, and he looks like he's set up to do some ranged combat with his arrows. So, alright, priest, fighter. Okay, moving on. Oh no, I've drawn my map too far on one side of the paper. It happens. Alright, well, we'll leave that corridor for the minute. Alright, so there's a gap there, and then walls on either side, and then that wall continues there. But we can go here, and here we have Alexander. Who is a ninja wizard. Okay. All right. This map's already messy. I knew it. I knew this would happen. Okay, all right. That the map's not going too far off the side, so that's good to know. Okay, so we then have another bit of wall there, and then that goes around there, and then here we have Nabi the Prophet, who is a priest wizard. Nabi, priest, wizard. Alright, if we then go forward, and then up here, something on the wall there? It's just a ring, nothing important. Keep going here, and another step. And we have some sort of snake man. Hissa Lizar of Makan. Completely unequipped. Apprentice fighter, novice ninja. Okay. This is going to be another... Here's a big cube in the middle of a... Yeah. As I suspected. Right. So that's a 2-bit cube. That goes all the way around there like that. And then there's someone else on the other side. Gothmog. Journeyman wizard. Okay, so he's a pure wizard, basically. So Gothmog is a wizard. And Hissa is a fighter ninja. Excuse me, I did warn you. Right, so what we're eventually going to have to do here is pick a party of 4 people and arrange them accordingly. Okay, so this corner just sort of stands by itself, so that's fine. Who's that? That's Alexander. Little tiny person. Right, okay. So to get to the little tiny person, we go behind Alex's portrait. And we go forward here. And then here. And then this is Boris, Wizard of Baldor. So Boris is a wizard ninja. And continue here. Turn that way. And that takes us back to here. So that should be Chani over there if I've mapped this correctly. Yep. Hooray, it's working. Right, so we can then go through here and let's try this way. And then if I go this way, we've got Zed, Duke of Banville, who is... Oh, he's a bit of everything. Zed. He might be a good choice then. Jack of all trades. Seems like party leader material. Where are we? We are here. And then there's Beardy Man here. Elijah, Lion of Yitopia, who is a priest fighter. Okay. And then if I go this way, that should take us back to Yodo, I think. Yeah, there he is. Right, so if we go the other way from Elijah, we then come to Syra, child of nature, who is a wizard priest. She's got an apple. Okay, so let's go this way. And here we have Hulk the Barbarian, who is a fighter. Running out of space to annotate this. Hulk, fighter. Then that looks like the way into the dungeon there. Alright, that's Syra. So we go 1, 2 to get to Hulk. And then 3, and there's a door there with a pressure plate in front of it. So we'll leave that just for the minute. So we're next to Syra now. So walls on either side, open wall. Okay, I drew that 1 square too early. There we go. And then we can go this way. Gosh, this is this takes me back. I'd apologise for this not being exactly all action, but you know, this is the authentic Dungeon Master experience, so this is how you play. Woodsy, son of heaven. A priest ninja. Woodsy, priest ninja. And then if we go this way, and then here we have Tiggy Tamal, who is a wizard ninja. Tiggy, wizard ninja. I've done something wrong somewhere. We get the idea. Okay. So then we go this way. And there's a gap there. And then we go forward and there's a right turn. And then forward here. Forward another one. Then you come to Azizi Johari, who's a ninja fighter. Azizi ninja fighter. Then we have another corner. And forward one. Forward another one. Forward another one. And we come to, oh my god, Daru, who is an apprentice fighter and a neophyte wizard. Okay, he has absolutely no equipment though. He's got a lot of health though. Interesting. So Daru. And then go forward, and that's the pathway back there. So where haven't we been yet? There's Hawk. You've not been this way from Syra yet. So there's a wall there. Forward again. Forward again. And here we have Linflas. Here's a fighter wizard. I feel like we... Is that Nubby? That is Nubby. Right, I think I've done something a little bit wrong on this map somewhere, but it's okay. Okay, I think we found everyone. So, I think what I want to take is... So there's the entrance. So let's go have Hawk. He's a good fighter, is someone to have. So we'll resurrect Hulk. Here he is. You see we've now got a full interface. Let's then take... I kind of want to take Daru, just because... Big hairy monster. Oh. Okay, so once you've picked your characters, that door will then open. Right, let's take Daru. Apprentice Fighter, Neophyte Wizard seems like someone who would be useful to have around. Let's then take some sort of ninja would be helpful to have. Maybe Tiggy. And then let's take Syra as well, because a wizard priest sounds like someone who will be very useful to have around. Alright, we got a party. We got an apple. Give that to Hulk. How do I put that in his inventory? Oh, like that. Right click. There we go. So that's in his backpack. What is this? Loaf of bread. You can carry that as well, Hulk. More stuff. A scroll. How does one read a scroll? Put it in your hand. Maybe? Put it in your ready hand. No. Oh, put it on the eye icon. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Invoke Fool for a magic torch. Okay. Fool equals torch. So this is a magic spell. And I don't know how well you can see on the camera in the corner, but here's all the sort of spell syllables that you use. So just as an example, Fool is one for fire. So if we select one of our caster characters, so if we take, say, Daru, for example, and if we then say low, oh no, hold on, low, and then Fool, and then cast. Oh, that's back. Oh, he's out of mana already. Okay, alright, we'll try it with Syra. Alright. Low. And Fool. And cast. I guess it's not dark enough to need that here. But anyway, I think we cast it. Hulk, you can carry this. Pack rat that you are. Right, there's the stairs down into the dungeon proper. And another scroll. New lives for old bones. Okay, don't know what that means, but I guess you put something there and I don't know. That's some corn. Food for eating. And a door. More food. Okay, lots of supplies at this level. Right, they don't want us to go unprepared. Cheese! Cheese! And another apple. Right, I think we're good to go at last. The Altar of Rebirth. Oh, okay, so maybe if someone dies, you can bring them back here to resurrect them. I guess. Alright, down we go. Oh, we do have a loading break. Okay, this is where our magic torch is going to be useful. So, Syra, give it another go, if you please. It's slightly better. It's not amazing, but it's slightly better. I'll give you that. Right. Well then, I guess this is where we begin. So I'll try and leave plenty of space to this one. So we'll start here, up. Then we go forward and get to a T-junction straight away. And if we go left, we reach a door immediately. So let's see what's in here. We have a left turn. And then a forwardy. And then that's another left turn. And a key that I bet goes in that keyhole. How about that? Puzzles. Okay, so that was another door. So we go through there, and then another step forward, and then a right turn. And then a left turn. And then a forward. And another forward. And a dead end. Okay, so then we go down here. And forward again. And T-junction. So we go here. This is some sort of water fountain. We fill our water skins here, perhaps? Doesn't seem to do anything. But that's okay, we've got plenty of water for the minute. Right. W equals water. So if we then get another step forward from there, we have a right turn. We need a keyhole. Excuse any wobbling and tapping while I'm writing things on the map. Keyhole doesn't give us any clues, so we just know it needs a key. And then the door for that is just there. Okay, so if we go the other way, it's just a hook on the wall. And then we have a right turn. Is that right? Oh, Jehoshaphat. Right, so from this junction, we go forward one, forward another one for a T-junction. Then we turn right. And we go forward one. And we go forward another one. Oh yes, that is right. Sorry, I just thought my map was going to break the rule I said at the beginning, but I don't think it is. So we go forward one from here. And then we have another turn here. And that's a key. A topaz key. Daru, you can hold on to that because you just happen to be selected at the minute. And then forward here. Right, so if we go left, forward one, forward two, forward three, and left turn, and forward one. There's a big old door. Doesn't appear to be a keyhole. Or a switch. Is there a switch? I do not see a switch. Okay, we'll leave that for now then. Oh, hold on. There's a switch. I'm observant, me. Right, so we go through the door, and then we go forward one, forward another, turn to the right, forward again, another switch. That looks like a pit trap around there. Does that close that? It does. How about that? And then forward. And forward again to a dead end full of boots. Who wants some boots? Tiggy, have you got any boots? You got sandals. Sarah? You got no boots. You can have some boots. There you go. Right, and a key. A gold key. Daru, you take that. You can be the key master. Right, back the way we came. Right, there's our T-junction. So we go forward one, and then that turns to the left. And then forward one. And then that turns to the left again. And then I've drawn my map too low on the paper. It's always the bloody way, isn't it? Okay, so forward one to there, and then there's a gap to that side, and then forward another one, and there's a keyhole there, and a door there. Let's just check what's down here. Forward one, and left turn. Ooh, pressure pad. Syra! Magic torch. Thank you very much. I don't want to step on that yet, just in case it does something horrible. Let's investigate this first. It's some sort of keyhole. Does the topaz key work? It does not. Does the gold key work? It does not. Okay, fair enough. In that case, before I go and tread on that pressure pad, I'm going to go back and check that other keyhole and see if either of the keys we've got works on that. If that was a... No, there's just one, isn't there? Okay, so we want to go this way. And then back here. And then there's the water thing, and there's the keyhole. So let's try the topaz key first. It worked! And there's another door. Right, so we pass through the door, and then we go forward one, and forward another. There's another keyhole with a door. Let's try the gold key. It worked, by Jove! Right, forward again. Oops. And again. And dead end. Good stuff. Dagger. Okay. You want a dagger? You want a dagger. There we go. There's some arrows. Don't think anyone's shooting arrows at the minute. There's an elven doublet. That's what Sarah's already wearing. Daru, can you actually wear anything? You can. Put some clothes on, man. Also, Sarah, turn the torch on, please. Thank you. And then that's... Oh, it's a torch. Right, Tiggy, you hold that. Oh my god, light. Look at that. Right. I assume that key opens the other door. So if we head back this way, and then let's see if I can remember the way without looking at the map. This way, and then this way, and then down here, and then here. Look at my sense of direction. Emerald key. No! It doesn't work. Curses. We're going to have to tread on that pressure pad, aren't we? Oh, there's multiple pressure pads. I don't like this at all. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to save my game. Put game save disk in drive A. Right, I think I have to format this first, so you'll have to bear with me a moment while that does that. I don't know if it formats in just standard ST format or if it's got a special format, so it's usually safest to let the game format it itself. So that disk already was formatted, but just in case the game needs something specific. It appears we're running version 1.2 of Dungeon Master, if any of you are curious about that. So I don't know enough about the game to tell you what the differences between the versions are, but if any of you are sort of Dungeon Master enthusiasts, the Psygnosis version that we've got here is version 1.2, which makes sense because it was a later release. Right, save and play. My cat is whinging outside the door. She'd very much like to come in. But I tend to shut the door while I'm recording, just so you don't overhear my wife's YouTube videos and farming simulators and Final Fantasy XIV and that sort of thing. Put Dungeon Master disc in. Hey! Right, smashing. Okay, so we're going to tread on that pressure pad. And maybe die. Or not. It opens the door. And then there's another pressure pad just ahead. So that goes down there. And that's just... oh, a stone. I said there's going to be a puzzle. Alright, so there's two pressure pads. I bet the second one closes the door. It does. Would you look at that? Fiendish. Fiendish, I tell you. Alright, so forward one. And then that's a door. So if we just open the door and go round the other one. There we go. Magic. So forward another one. And another one. And another one. Thank God you're not turning left. Because I'm right at the bottom of my paper here. And another one. Oh no, you are turning left. Oh no. Okay. Fine. Fine, we'll just have to improvise. So... so then you turn right. And then you turn left again. And then you go forward. And then you go forward again. And there's a door with a keyhole. Will this take the key that we had before? The emerald key. It will. Fantastic. Right. Forward one. That's on my left, so that will be on the right if I'm going down the paper. Then I turn to the right. And then I forward this way. My cat really wants to come in. She has successfully opened the door. Well done, Meg. A solid key. And some boots. And a torch. Pop that in someone's backpack. Who else wants some boots? Daru, you want some boots, don't you? You love the boots. And a sword. A falchion. That's got to be better than a club, hasn't it? One interesting thing is that there doesn't seem to be any way to look at an item's stats. So I guess you just need to sort of test things out and see how they work. I mean, we haven't run into any monsters yet, have we? But I guess you just need to sort of try stuff out and see what is effective and what isn't. forward, and then there's a corner, and this should just be a 2x2 little area. Yeah, okay, good. Map is going well. Some bones with an iron key. I was going to get Daru to keep all the keys, wasn't I? So let's do that. Anything else? Key trousers. It wasn't a skeleton at all. It was a pair of trousers. Who's not wearing trousers? Daru. There you go. Okay, so hopefully now we can open that other door. I'm surprised we haven't run into any monsters at all yet. So we got this way, then this way, then this way. No, I've done something wrong somewhere. Hold on. Where am I? Right, this is the door we wanted to try and open. So let's see if any of Daru's keys can do it. Iron key. It worked. Ah, monster. Hello? Right, so I guess we walk up to it and we go, swing! Wallop for 6. Stab! Oh, took some damage. Chop! 20! Bloody hell. Slash! Missed. Calm. Okay. Swing for 9. Slash for 11. Wonderful. Right, Hulk took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Screamer slice. Yes, I believe you can eat monsters in this, and they're quite an important source of food after a while. Once you start running out of those initial supplies. Right, so let's make sure the map is up to date properly. So there's the door. Then we go forward 1, forward another, and forward another, and then there's a door with a keyhole, which I bet takes this key. How about that? Right, so forward again, and then a left turn, and then a small and insignificant T-junction. Goes forward, and then left, and then forward, forward, right turn, left turn, forward, 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 right turn, left turn, forward, forward again, left turn, forward. If it wasn't already abundantly clear, by the way, I'm having a thoroughly lovely time here. So that's nice, isn't it? All right. Oh, the torch is fading. All right, then we've got a corner piece. And then another corner piece is just another little 2x2 bit, isn't it? That's another water fountain. How is everyone doing for food and water, incidentally? Pretty good. Nothing to worry about. Okay. Oh, there's another screamer. Kill it. Chop. 34 damage. Lovely. Slash. 8. Chop. Good work, Hulk. Add some more screamer slices to your collection. And a key. Gold key for Daru. Right. So. Hold on. Mildly confused. So we go that way. Then we go this way. And we go forward one. And then we go right turn. And then we go forward one. And there's a door. With a keyhole. That I bet takes a gold key. Oh! We're solving things. Forward one. Forward two. I'm going to bump into my my other map at this point. Right turn. Left turn. Forward. Uh-oh, pressure pads. Is it time to save the game again? I think it might be. Interesting, you only have one save. So it's very much a deal with the consequences sort of game. And there's no in-game load option either. So you save and you have to deal with it. That, or I guess you could turn off and you could load it again and just load from your last save. Or if you die, presumably it'll take you back to that initial screen and you can load your save as well. But yeah, I'm having a great time with this. I can see why this is so well regarded. There's a lot of conventions of modern dungeon crawlers that we take for granted that don't appear to be in this. Things like being able to see item stats and stuff. But I think that's part of the appeal in this case. Part of the appeal of Dungeon Master is feeling like you're solving these mysteries for yourself. Okay, so that opens the door. And then that closes the door. Oh, I see. One of these, is it? Right, so we've got an arrangement of 9 pressure pads. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 boo, boo, boo. And then a door there, and then there's another door beyond it. And it looks like there's just 2 doors. So this first one opens that one. Now, is this a case of we have to leave something? Oh no, they just alternate. Okay, so I guess this is... Oh no, I've done it. Accidental puzzle solving for the win. Oh. You remember how I said in Mary Skelter? I remember there used to be some games where you took damage when you walked into a wall. This is a game where you take damage if you walk into a wall. Good to know. Good to know. Right, so we go through that. And then we go forward another one. And then we go right turn. And forward. Forward again. with a watery thing there. And then we go right down again. And forward. And forward. 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 Hush. Hush your noise. Oh god, hundreds of them. Chop! Slash! Chop! Slash! Chop! Slash! Chop! Nice. Slash! Chop! Slash! Chop! Very nice, Hulk. Slash! Chop! Slash. Who? Why is... Oh. I just wasn't sure why they were facing the wrong way. You can rearrange your party by clicking and moving these characters around, I believe. Right. Who's hungry? Mmm, delicious. Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait. Stop. Stop it. Go away. Chop. Slash. Chop. Slash. Chop. Death to you all. Nice. Right. Enough of that nonsense. Delicious. Have some screamer slices. You got delicious bread and water in your pack, but no, we're going to eat monster. Because that's how we do it in this dungeon. Lovely. Right. Hold on. I confused myself. Right. Start again from here. So, forward 1, forward 2, forward 3, forward 4, forward 5, and then that makes a little 2x2 thing with a key down there. Very nice. Another gold key. Daru, hold on to it if you would, please. Thank you very much. Do I need to carry all of these? I mean, sure, why not? Why not? Okay, so that goes like this. And then down here. So I think that's just, yeah, okay. Easy enough to map. All right, so down here, and we take a left turn. And we go forward 1, and forward again. And forward again. And forward again. And left turn. And forward. And then just fill in this little bit. Lovely. And then we go forward here and turn right. And turn left with a keyhole, which I bet takes this. How about that? And then forward. Forward again. Forward again. Forward again. Dead end. Forward here. Oh, I'm running out of space again. This time we go to 2 on my map. Which leads to a left turn with a pressure plate. And a big rock. I wonder what we need to do here, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we figure it out? Maybe we put the boulder on the thing. That's exactly what we do. Oops. Hold on. Let's get my bearings. Right, pressure plate. Turn left. And turn right, and there's a door there. No, there isn't. There's a door there. Then we go through the door and make a right turn. And then we go forward 1. Forward 2. Oh, hello. Oh. Don't like the sound of that. Also don't like the look of that mummy thing round the corner. Hold on. Where are we? Right, so T-junction, that way goes to dead end. So that's that way. Step inside, take a ride. Okay. We've got this thing to deal with first though. Are we ready? Chop! Missed. Slap 21 damage. Bloody hell. Oh. Fair enough. That was less threatening than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm fine with that. Right, so from this T-junction, we turn left and we go forward. And then there is a right turn. And then there's, I guess that's a teleporter. And then there's another right turn here. And then that goes forward. And there's a keyhole. And of course, a door. We don't have any keys at the minute, do we? I don't think. No. Oh dear, the torch is going out. It's dark. Drop it. Drop it. Marvelous. Right. Let's try this then. T for teleport. And there's a key. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Daru, hold this. Then use this. Oh, what a wonderful feeling. Okay, so forward 1. And then right turn. No, hold on. Oops. And then left turn. And then pressure plate. And then left turn. Oh, it's another one of them. Who was carrying a stone around with them? Hulk. There we go. I am a genius. Right, so then forward. Forward. Left turn. Forward. And right turn with the water thingy. Forward. right turn again. Forward. Forward with another pressure plate, and I've run out of space on my map again. 3. Oh, that's interesting. There's an inscription on the wall that only appears while you're standing on the thing. Alright, let's drop this club on it because we don't need that anymore. This wall says nothing. Good. Well, I'm glad we had this chat. So then we have a left turn. And we go forward. Hold on. Have I messed that up? I think I might have messed that up. Right, this wall says nothing. And then we turn left from there and go forward. I'm confusing myself. Right, so that goes forward there. And again. And again. And again. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a left turn. And a forward, and then a dead end. With an apple. Sorry, you can have that since you've already got an apple. Okay, then this way. Excuse me. Oops. Right, so from this wall says nothing. We turn left. We go forward 1. We go forward another and turn to the right. And then go forward. Forward again. And there's a keyhole. And there's a door. And then forward again, and then a left turn. Oh no. This map is getting out of control. Right, T-junction. Forward. Now the T-junction. With a dead end to the left. And an important looking door to the right. With a thing beyond it. Oh, there's a keyhole. Right, so that keyhole is there. Then we go this way, forward again, forward again, forward again, and left turn to a dead end. Good. Always nice. Oh, what's that? It's a rock. Could be useful, as we've already seen. Right, have we got a key for this one? We do not. Oh, my poor map. My poor map. We definitely not got a key for this one? No. 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 Okay. So no means of getting in there. And seemingly no means of getting in there either. And there wasn't anything down here, I don't think, was there? Aha! Come here and die! Lovely. Thank you very much. Who's hungry? No one really, but you can have it anyway. Key of B. Okay. Right. Where was... That was the important looking door, wasn't it? Which turned out to just have 2 squares of corridor in it. Right, so I reckon key of B goes in here. Would you look at that? Now, where did I put that on my map? Here. Right, so key of B goes through there. And then we make a left turn because, of course, it's the direction that goes off my paper. And then we go forward, and then we make a right turn. And we go forward. Right, hold on. Right turn. Forward. Forward again, and left turn. Oh, Jesus. This paper's such a mess. I'm going to have to show you it at the end of this because it's just chaos. Appropriately enough. Right. So then left turn. Forward. Forward. Oh, God, hello. Don't like that. Why do they scream? That's not nice. Okay, another dead end. Doesn't look to be any keys lying around there. So let's have a look at this way. Forward. And forward again. And right turn. And forward. 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 Right turn. Nothing there. Then forward. And then left turn. And then right turn. And then left turn. And then right turn. Hold on, I lost count. So, forward, left turn, right turn, forward, left turn, forward. I lost count again. This shouldn't be difficult to map. Right. We're here. Now I'm here. Now I'm here. Now I'm here. Now I'm here. There we go. Right, hold on. So, T-junction. We turn right. It's a dead end. And if we turn left, we go forward and find a turning. And then that way, a gap. And that. Ooh, stuff. Apple for Syra. Cheese. More cheese. Nothing like dungeon floor cheese. Daru, hold on to that if you please. Whoops. Gap. And pressure pad here. And then left turn. Yes, I did see the monster, by the way. And then forward. Forward. Something's gone horribly wrong somewhere, but I'll figure it out. After killing these things, death, death to you all. Stab, chop, stab, chop, stab. Ooh, that's a big old stab. Nice. Right. So I bet that pressure pad opens that door, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Interesting. Very interesting. So next to that pressure pad is a door. Oh, there's something on the wall. It is. Right, let's just fill in this bit because there's some stuff. Lots of stuff, actually. You've got a scroll. Daru, read the scroll, if you please. Casting V into a flask creates a serum that heals wounds. Okay. Casting V-Bro into a flask creates a serum for curing poison. Okay, so V-Bro cure poison. V-Flask equals healing. Okay, useful to note. Empty flask. Give that to Syra, because you are novice priest, apprentice wizard. Tiggy, I think Syra's our only priest, isn't she? I mean, technically anyone can learn how to be a priest. But since Syra's already got some priest skills, we may as well let her use them. Leather pants? Who's not wearing pants? Hulk, you're not wearing pants. You can wear some pants instead of that filthy loincloth. Daru, you hold on to that. You like hairy things. Syra, I have a mission for you. I can't remember the things. Right. V. So we do power rune first. Low power. And then V is wibbly wobbly. Cast! Syra needs an empty flask in hand for potion. Okay, so Syra needs to hold this in her hand and then cast this. And that makes a potion! Hooray! Right, so then maybe let's try that on Daru because he's taken some damage. Yay, it works! Okay, now we can make healing potions. So, Syra, you make another one of them. And you just hold on to that for now. And while you're... make some more. Make some more. Your mana will regenerate, hopefully. Okay. We have healing. We have healing. Useful to know. Now, where the bloody hell am I? Okay, so the pressure plate closes the door. And the button opens the door. No. Right, so after we go through that door, there's a forwardy bit, and then there's an open bit, and then there's another door. Stop walking into things. I know it's my fault that you're doing that, but still. Okay. Forward. 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 Left turn with the switch. Okay, did that open the door? Did it, bollocks. Right. So this way. We go forward. We go forward again. We go forward again. And then we turn to the right. There's another switch. Is that dead end? Yes. And there opened the door. Both switches required to open the door. Alright, so we go forward one. Forward another. Right turn. Forward. Right turn again. And left turn. And forward. And another left turn. And forward. Oh no, my maps are going to hit each other. And then a right turn. Please be a dead end. You're not a dead end. Map collision alert. Forward. Oh god. Oh god. Right. 6. 6. And then right turn. Forward. Yes. Forward again. Oh, we're losing touch. Zyra, buff it up with the that one. There we go. Forward. And then that. And then this is just a little room. And then we go forward here. Forward again. Forward again. And into a teleporter. Oh no, to close pit, leave a valuable on the floor. Okay. What have we got? Not much. An arrow? Yeah, that'll do, apparently. There's a key. And another arrow. Now, question is, where did that key go? Not there, because that's just a hook. Ah, it goes here. Hold on. Oh, I'm so lost with this bloody map now. Right, let me get my bearings. So there's the door that we hit with the switch. So I go, now I'm there, now I'm here, now I'm here, now I'm here. Then we turn this way and we go forward. And then that's just a dead end. And then we go forward again, and there's a thing and another thing. And Daru gets the key and puts the key in the slot. And then we go forward. 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 Left turn. Prepare for... Oh god. There's lots of them. Lots of them. Many enemies. Chop. Stab. Stab. Chop. Nice. Good. Chop. Stab. Stop missing. Kill them. Thank you. Oh god, Daru is very low on health. Have one of these, please. That's not a super effective healing potion. I guess Sari needs some practice at those. Have another one. There we go. Right, there are also some screamers, aren't there? Chop! Chop! Stab! Okay, getting there. Chop. Slash. Chop. Ooh, big hit. Whew. It's getting dangerous down here. What is this? Copper coin? Right, let me get my bearings again. Okay. So there's the door. Forward 1, forward 2, and then there's this way. And forward 1, forward 2, then a gap. Forward 1 and round there. Forward 1, forward 2, then a right turn, then a wall, and there's another wall there. Okay, Sarah, do your job. Okay, and then overlapping map problems again. Seven. Right, forward, forward, right turn, forward, forward with the gap on the left, forward again, left turn, forward, right turn, forward, another right turn, and a dead end, and forward, and oh shit. None shall pass. Ooh, there's treasure in there. Let's check what's up here. Oh, torch. I'll take it. Is that all that's there? Yes. Right, so that bit there just went forward and then left. And then that was just a dead end, so that's okay. Alright, that's none shall pass door. And then here's just a big room, I think, unless this goes somewhere interesting. This fountain accepts one wish. Now, is this dangerous? We just can't go through there. Okay. So what do we do with the fountain? I don't know what to do there. Can we put something on the floor? Nope. How do we make a wish at the fountain then? This fountain accepts one wish. Open the door! I don't know. Well, I got some water. Oh. There we go. That's what the coin was for. Do we need another one for that one? I guess not. Another water flask can't hurt. Oh, a throwing star. Tiggy, you can have that. Hello. Chop. Stab. Throw. Missed. Good. Good work. God, you're tough. Why are you so tough? Daru just gained a ninja level. Good work, Daru. Why won't you die? You're some sort of boss enemy. Ooh, more ninja stars. We will put that in Tiggy's quiver. That means that Tiggy will automatically pull out... Oh, hello. Will automatically pull out a new ninja star when they use the existing one. Syra. Do you feel like making some potions? I'm sure you do. Give that to Daru. Gulp. And while you're on, make another one. Lovely stuff. Oh, I like that you can do that from the inventory screen. That's useful. Alright, and then give one to Hulk as well. Alright. That should make things a little bit safer for the upcoming encounter. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you? Chop. Stab. Throw. Chop. Stab. Chop. Tiggy did not reload automatically. I don't know why. Very nice. Alright, ninja star for Tiggy. Another empty flask for Syra. And a torch. I will admit I'm not mapping out this last... Oh, God, hello. I'm not mapping out this last bit because I think we've got to be getting close to the end of the level at this point. Please die. Ooh. Hoo-wee. Right. Heal. Gulp. And again. Huh. Huh. Right. Come on, this has gotta be nearly the end of the level. Buckler, Hulk. You have that. Oh, more monsters. Nero was complaining about not meeting any monsters early in this session. Well, I got my wish. Tiggy, what does your wand do? Oh, I guess we snuck past them. I'm not complaining. Treasure chest. Please open it, Sarah. Okay, so there's lots of foods. A magical box. A scroll which says Desven will conjure a poison spell. Alright. Desven equals poison. Now a torch. Tiggy, you hold on to that. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. We've cleared the first level of Dungeon Master. Right. That deserves a save game. If ever I saw one. Right. And we will save and quit there. Oh, you know what? This is an absolutely magnificent game. It's, I don't know if I want to say it's simple, because there's obviously a lot going on under the hood that you don't see. But I really like the atmosphere of it. I really like the magic system, which I guess will become more complex and interesting as you progress through the game. I'm sure there's more to the combat than just picking your favourite sounding moves. But I like that each weapon has its own distinct moves. And here is the results of my mapping. It was a real proper mess. But I had a good time. That was a lot of fun, and I will probably try and play through the rest of this on my own time. So yeah, if you've been holding out on playing Dungeon Master up until now, don't, because it's really good. This is not a surprise at all. I've known for many years that I should play Dungeon Master because I would probably enjoy it, and sure enough, I do. So. I feel like a much better Atari ST owner now, especially for having played this on real hardware today. So I hope you've enjoyed this today. I certainly have. I know we've gone on for a while, but you know, nature of the beast. So it just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.